man. I ain't even. Man.
Drop that shit, DJ.
Ooh. Yeah, we love.
We start on intro, June. All right.
We love, baby. We love.
We got something for y'all. Come on.
I think it's a psycho reaction. Where y'all let this max spit. You boys be booked with trap.
Turn it up a little bit.
How that happen? You losing, you lying, you capping. Yeah. Earn your money, we stacking. Just getting an inch from the back end. I'm going. Yeah. Baby on baby, now try to be crazy. Now fuck you, baby. Never been a slouch, never been lazy. Got out of the mall, always had a hustle, never back.
Turn up a little bit more.
About profit, boy, you better stop it. This is the loyal house. The nonsense, how you look cautious, know when you got it. How I go?
Stop it.
Hold on. You gotta run me back.
Start that
Run it back from the top.
Hey, you gotta, yeah, that's good.
Run that back from the top. All right, y'all got you got it on right now? Everybody coming into the live, welcome. Hold on.
Hey, man, listen, man, it's the return, man. It's the return of the Waviest show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Stinger.
It's on. It's not playing.
Y'all know how it be. Come on with it. Who in here?
I'm trying to figure that out. See, I'm like, you know.
All right.
My phone acting crazy.
You need an iPhone.
Yeah, you know what? I'll never get one though.
You need an iPhone. That's the
You
problem.
can say I need it. You can say that, but I'm not gonna go get one.
I'm just saying. Just join the wave one time for your sister. Let it be a birthday gift. And you can plug it back out.
So I'm supposed to trial and error iPhone.
Yeah, try it out for my birthday month, and then if you don't like it, by Christmas time we get you back. I think that's a plan. Who agree? I think that's a plan.
Everybody know I'm not team. I'm not.
Why not, Anthony?
Apple.
Why not? Why not? What's the problem?
I just don't know. You know.
You doing things you shouldn't be doing?
That's not. No, that's not it. Because people with iPhones do things. People with iPhones do things they ain't supposed to do.
What? No.
What?
Who?
What? I said people with iPhones. That's majority of the world, realistically.
No, that's crazy.
So all y'all with iPhones be doing things they ain't supposed to be doing.
I feel like that's a tragic lie.
A tragic lie.
Yeah.
Okay, which I still keep getting the same as that phone with a new camera, but so.
I don't. They got this new joint coming out.
Yo, what's up with them emoji shit? That should be funny.
That's the all right. That's the problem. See, Android emojis is not.
No, I'm talking about the whole like live, like it's like a live emoji. Like you sent me the like. Yeah,
Oh, it's called the Memoji.
Oh, see, I bet.
It went from emojis to Animoji. That was the animal joints, and then now there's Memojis with people.
Yeah, you sent that on the phone one day talking about good morning. Something you sent.
Yeah.
You was singing
that's
all
where it's
types.
at.
I was like, yo, this is how. Hello.
I made everybody in my family.
That's crazy.
I made Pops. I made Moms. I did Lil Brody. I did Big 8. Yes, I did. I got everybody
That's
lit.
crazy. That's crazy. That's a little bit too much, I guess.
What you mean? That's cool. It's active.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's a different way to interact, I guess. That's cool. I mean,
Whatever.
What? I didn't say no.
hating, bro.
It's not even that. That's cool. I ain't a hater, you know. I don't show no hate.
I feel like you kind of mad.
How can I be mad at a $1 billion company? $1 million, how much they worth? I don't really know. I mean, I said anything.
They on there though.
Yeah, they up there.
Android like coming up though. They got some tough phones. I mean, Pop's got the Note 9, and I think it's beautiful.
Anything Samsung is tough. Like, anything if you don't get a Samsung,
that's lost it.
Yeah, that's the problem with like Android though. They put their it would be considered software. They put their software in any phone. Like Apple, you can only get that in an Apple phone. You can get Android technology in the Galaxy, but then you got these other weird ass phones like the LGs. Or,
But those are still all considered Androids though. So technically, Samsung is like top line, like the first soldier.
Right. That's if you're gonna get an Android, you get a Samsung. Don't get nothing else because that's why people get it misconstrued as Androids are stupid. Android technology in some phones definitely runs stupid. Just get a Samsung. You feel me?
All right. So what's the issue with the Windows? I hear a lot about that.
I don't really know because I ain't never been into them phones.
That's the ones with the little squares everywhere.
Yeah, that's some Microsoft stuff.
It look boo boo the fool. I don't like that.
I don't like that either. Well, yeah, I don't feel like I'm using a computer. Well, I guess a phone is a computer now.
Literally, because the size that they got coming out, tablets about to be erased. Because they got the new joint from Apple. It's a new one. I think it's like Max 2. It ain't even dropped yet. Like it's coming out though, and that joint is fire. Like,
That's good. That's good. That's something I didn't even know.
I need it.
Yeah,
Like I need it. That joint is pot.
man.
It's a little thicker than this right here.
So that's another $1,000. I mean, another carpet. I mean, another used vehicle. How
okay.
much that one cost? Oh no, how much that?
I don't even know. It ain't come out yet.
Oh snap!
Here we go.
I think it's a psycho reaction. Where y'all let this max spit. You boys be broke with trapping. Now tell me how that happened. You losing, you lying, you capping. Earn your money, you stacking.
My fault for the technical difficulties. You know what time it is.
Baby, young baby, now tell me if you crazy. Now fuck you, baby. Never been a slouch, never been lazy. I was hustling, never back from the tussle. If it ain't about profit, boy, you better stop it. The loyal house, the nonsense, hopping up conscious, knowing you follow.
Whoa! Got up the train in about 2 months. Excuse me, baby, my pimpin' is too much. A lot of that whippin' like fruit punch. Working out of that chuka into a blunt. I'm going baby on baby. These bitches want babies on me like a school lunch.
Gang.
I hit the block with the babies. We packin' 3 and let it fly if you move once. All in my zone, don't talk on the phone. You know they be listening too much. I'm in the street on Sesame. Sprinkle that coaches like Sesame. Won't give a fuck, boy, the recipe. I know my hood got
Respect for me,
The main bitch gave the best of me.
Yup.
Cut it, man, what you get?
Cut the camera one, man.
Yeah.
Hey. Listen, man. We live, baby. We live, June. We live. Yeah, go ahead, exit out of that joint. That was just our intro song. Let us know in the comments how you feel about that. Turn the volume on the what you call it down on the yeah, just a tad, but still covering the background sound, you know. Go up a little higher.
Ooh.
A little higher. Right there. Yeah. So, like we were saying before, man, episode 28, Earn Your Money Podcast, The Return. Yeah. All good stories have a happy ending. Or a bad ending. Depending on how you view a good story. That's neither here nor there. I'm your host, with the most, the captain of the ship of the Earn Your Money group. Reek is in the building. I done dropped the Don. Don't even worry about it. We got a lot to get to talk about that. Let me introduce my other co-hosts in the building. We got Shania, aka Sis, aka Naya, aka the flyest in the city.
Stinger. Yeah.
In the building. And listen, I can't drop the down on this one. Turn the music down just a tad. Listen, I got my man Chubby Wub the Don in the building.
Yep. What up, people? How we feeling?
We got a different feel. You know, we right here right now. Like, we chilling at the table like it's the lunch table. I really wanted to have this vibe.
I need a pencil and a beat real quick. Let's get it.
Oh, you really trying to do that?
Nah, I'm joking.
You been trying to rap.
So let's start, guys. Let's just start. First of all, why were we going for 2 weeks? Some people may care. Some people may not care. Cut the music down just a tad. I felt like it was necessary for everybody to restart, refocus. We needed to take time away just to get back right. I feel like, you know, I lost focus. Anybody that saw episode 27, I will admit, I definitely lost focus. Got way too wavy. You know what I'm saying? That was very unprofessional. I apologize for that. We won't have that no more. Those 2 weeks was very necessary. As you can see, we're a little bit more professional. We got little graphics and stuff like that you can look at. Those are the Instagram things that you can go follow. So go look down.
You see it?
Down there. That's the @ names. Dig. The logo is strong. The brand is strong. June, go ahead and go to our topics real quick. We on the topics?
Yeah.
All right. So first of all, cut that music down. All right. Never mind. Enrique Iglesias and them in the back.
Yeah, they always trying to.
Romeo Santos and them. Prince Royce and them. Anuel and them.
Shout out to them.
You feel me? We're gonna go ahead and start with Minaj versus Budden, right? Just because I was watching it and I felt like talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody doesn't know the timeline, first of all, this starts from like what, 2017 when Joe Budden was still on Everyday Struggle, I believe.
Yeah.
Motorsport came out. Joe Budden and Academics were starting the dialogue about the song and how it came about and how Cardi and Nicki were on the same song, who had influence on the song, who knew what about what on the song. So the crazy part about this whole thing is it's from 2017 and Nicki felt like she had to correct somebody in 2019 about something that happened in 2017. She felt that strongly about it. However, I'm willing to see both sides and ask both of y'all how y'all feel, because I feel like, one, is that a little bit too long to hold a grudge on something? Or two, nah, forget all that. When I see you, hey, what's that type of time you was on in 2017, my G? Oh, all right. Make sure you keep that. I'm just checking the temperature. That's all, brother. Feel me?
I mean, after seeing, the podcast and everything, I don't know. I mean, to be completely honest with you, bro, I felt like she felt that way because Joe's sway, like his how he gets to how him and Act get to people. They how they can persuade people. You feel me? And their voice, their platform. They was one of the people who doing whatever they're doing. So I think they had enough of a voice to where enough people started to believe the narrative, and it made her mad. Because it's like, and at the time, Cardi's doing what she's doing. She's looking like, I don't know. Forget that. I don't know.
It was like, I would say my view about it was more so like, at the end of the day, she didn't get an apology. Like, I wouldn't call it a grudge. I wouldn't say it was a grudge, but her point, like, so I seen when they was on Queen Radio, and then I seen when they came on the Joe's podcast.
Right.
And her main point was the fact that you started something that caused people to actually believe that my character needs to be in question or that I be tripping. And then on top of that, not only did you start it, but when I brought the facts that you said what you said, you still didn't give me credit of saying sorry and that I'm not a liar. Well,
to Joe's point, he felt like his position on the discussion stands, so he's not going to apologize for what he said.
But I'm saying it wasn't about holding a grudge. It was the fact that she felt attacked, and not only did I feel attacked, but you're also not allowing people to change the mindset they had about me because you won't come correct what you said.
Why would you come correct if you stand on what you're saying?
But I'm just saying that was what her point was.
Yeah, but that's
what her point was. That's why they kept disagreeing.
Okay.
And that's what he even said. Yo, you still care about this? Like, to her, it was a big deal.
It was a big deal. And to be honest with you, man, like, it got to the point where on Queen Radio, she turned off Joe's mic. You feel me?
Yeah,
like,
she did.
She silenced him. You know what I'm saying?
Which is crazy.
She put the barrel on the John and silenced them. You know what I'm saying? So, and then the funny part was the energy kind of shifted when they went to the Joe Budden podcast. It was definitely a different type of energy. She definitely put Rory all the way under the bus.
She did Rory dirty.
Dirty. She kept calling him all types of N-words, and he clearly is Irish.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
I'm not saying there ain't no black Irishman out there, but he definitely ain't black.
Nah, not even a little bit.
And was talking about he was using his privilege. I was like, I don't even know where this is coming from. She was on IG Live for like God knows how long. So to me, I'm like, yo, she just doing what Nicki do, which is get attention by any means. That's what I feel like.
She told her she was gonna start some crazy narrative.
Yeah, that he put a broom up somebody's.
Oh my, like Nicki, like you doing a lot.
But the thing is, I don't like is that she overspeaks them. When she want to get her point across, she get to this octave of like yelling where you can't hear nothing else they saying but her. And it's like that junk mad aggressive for no reason.
I feel like stuff like that be the reason why people have a negative perception on black women.
I understand
For sure.
Because
especially when a megastar like that, when she start doing that.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even watching it on her Queen radio, she's blaring. I'm like, yo, I can't even hear what Joe trying to say. Like, if he did apologize, I can't hear it because you screaming.
Exactly.
She's better than that. She needs to be.
But we offer them because I just had to talk about it because that was like all the rave and news this whole week was like Nicki Minaj. It was on the Breakfast Club. It was on every platform because she was airing out a few people like Hot 97, Breakfast Club. I'm saying those shows which are in New York, but they're syndicated throughout. I'm pretty sure Brittany J and them was talking about it if she was at work. I don't know who was doing the T. Yeah, Ross coming to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
But this past weekend, another podcast shout out, 85 South Show, Carlos Miller, Chico Bean, and DC Young Flower in Foxwoods, correct?
Yes.
They was out there at Foxwoods doing what they do. And one third of us, Chubby Wub the Don, that is, the man with the Darth Vader shades, aka the Terminator shades, aka I'll be back shades, aka get to the chopper shades, them Jones.
Nah, this dude's crazy.
Go get a nigga joint.
I attended the 85 South Show. I went to the early show, the 8 o'clock show. 8 o'clock show.
Turn the mic to you.
8 o'clock show, and it was I'm gonna put it to you like this. It was kind of what I expected. I had a good time, but it was kind of. I thought it was be a little bit better. I'm not saying the show was bad.
Turn music up a little bit.
I'm not saying the show was bad at all, cause I'm with my man Dash and my man Ryan. Shout out to them. Shout out to Dash for copying the tickets in advance. Appreciate you. So yeah, we went up there. You know, we like, we about to go see this dude. Two going up there, you know, doing how we do.
You was doing what, sir?
Cooling how we cool all the way up there. You know
Smoking the devil's lettuce.
Nah, I said we was cool.
Charles was smoking about 3 ounces of weed. I'm snitching.
Wow.
Going to jail right now.
Wow.
You ate an edible, didn't you?
Nope. Not even
Did a little bit of cocaine in the back seat.
What?
White girls.
No white girls were involved.
Drugs, sex, money.
Listen, goddamn it. We was cooling how I was cooling. Went up to the show.
Look, if y'all notice his hand, yo, that's
What does that even mean? Cooling how we cool.
He went like this, yo. He went like this 2 times. That's
what I'm saying. No, that's the glass dick. No,
Wait.
I'll fuck with you. Go ahead. I'll just bullshit. Go ahead.
Bro,
we been gone for 2 weeks. I got to get on you. Go ahead.
Bro, we was at the show, bro. Long story short, this dude is crazy.
Yo,
so
his mic.
Niggas left me, but we don't even want to talk about it.
Man, so we was
Yo,
at the
and I'll
show.
show you. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Nah, go ahead, do your thing.
I'll show you. I promise you, this is coffee. I learned my lesson.
Oh,
Promise you, this is coffee. Go ahead.
okay. Clear that up for the people. All right.
Let
All
y'all
right.
know what's that.
Because they see me take a sip from the cup, they like, oh, Reek going up the juice.
There
Yeah,
you go,
like,
Reek
nah,
again.
that's not even the case.
Right.
That's just how I am.
Right. You didn't know.
It's just sloppier when I'm, you know what I mean? Niggas go through things. I look black as shit on the screen, but I don't even, that doesn't
Right,
matter.
like
I
you
don't
see
care.
this, right? Like
I look like this. I look like this in the daytime. It's crazy. I look like I have a shadow
That's
filter on my body. Yeah,
Yo, we need some
the mono is what we call it, mono.
some studio
Go ahead.
lights.
Let's get back on topic.
All right, man. So we was at the 85 South Show.
85 South Show.
Walked in there. Oh man, lights got them. My man, I forgot the guy who opens up. His name, I forgot his name.
Oh, yeah.
Dude came out. We was in Mashantucket. That's how he opened up Mashantucket. If anybody don't know,
Let me condense this a little bit. How do you feel about the show? Because I feel like a lot of our viewers, they watch the 85 South Show, so they kind of they probably know how everything starts and shit like that. So we're gonna assume.
Yeah, it kind of started off. How I feel about the show was, it was a recipe, but within the recipe, they still kept everything organic to the crowd. So it was like a live. You know, they kept it to what they played in character.
Was it funny?
Yes, half of it was funny. And
1 to 10, how would you rate the show?
8 o'clock show. I probably would rate it at 6.
6 out of 10. The 85 South Show. Put down in the comments.
Wait, specify it's the first.
The first half, or in general,
show.
It was an 8 o'clock show, so you know they was still there. But it was
10 o'clock show, because from what I've seen, like watching the 85 South Show podcast, like on YouTube and stuff like that, by the time they hit the last show, they're more warmed up.
Like loose. You know
They're more into the flow of what's going on. So the first show, I would say, specify that as rated as a 6. I think by the
I hope somebody I knew went to the 10 o'clock show. They said it was hilarious.
Yeah,
so,
they get better.
Hey, cool. But
True.
Hey man,
But at the show, did y'all have, because you know they like to interact with the fans and stuff like
Right.
that. Did y'all have any interaction with the fans?
yeah, man. DC, shout out to DC Young Fly, man. He ran down in the back. We was in the back. You know the Groupon seats. You did. We was in the back.
Groupies.
So he ran down.
That sounds bad.
Just
Just call y'all niggas groupies. Go ahead.
Yeah, for that section, that's crazy. But he ran down, said what up. You know, my man Dash had a little piece. You know what I mean? And he took the piece from my. I wish I had a better phone, like we was talking about earlier, to get some of the footage, but it wasn't worth it. But it was a good experience. Definitely a good experience. If you get the chance to go check out the 85 South show, I recommend so though. I mean,
All right. Well, first of all, I just want to address the fact that niggas definitely turn on the music a little bit.
here we go.
First of all, I want to address the fact that they definitely left your boy. Okay.
Oh boy.
We don't even gotta talk about it.
Whatever.
It's neither here nor there.
Uh-huh.
Moving on to another day, brother. But y'all definitely left me. You know what I'm saying? On the couch by myself.
Yeah.
I felt a little left too. I ain't even going to look at
You know what I'm saying, sis?
Damn, so that's okay.
Couldn't get the invite. He had the plug. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy when your boy get on.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, when your boy
I'm
get
just-
on,
I'm
like
just
I'm
saying,
somewhere,
the
like I-
first initial invitation you had, you should have been like, bet, shoot me 2-3 more.
That's a fact.
I
You know how
mean,
everybody going crazy over 50
you
Cent
come with
Tycoon
team.
party?
Yo, yeah.
You know, everybody posting like an Instagram thing, talking about some, yo, I ain't got no tickets, yo. Why you ain't invite me? Even Duval did it, Envy did it, Spin King, all them.
I just feel like
Hey,
you should have
we
extended
need,
like 2
yeah.
more. That's all.
Come on, man.
All right, so the next
Just
one.
like how you got the Miargo tickets.
Yeah, you
yeah,
did
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
You know what I
you
mean?
did
You did
But maybe that's Chubb's way of saying, look, I can't do everything for y'all.
I ain't asking for everything, but it's a comedy show. I loves that.
I mean, we next. Listen, man, I come up on something
Everything
else.
that
All
I
right,
get going on, whatever it is, I'll never exclude niggas. So
Hey.
I'm just saying.
We go, all right, let's move on. Hey, can you bring us to the topics real quick?
That's funny.
Dang.
Sting up. That's the inside.
It be
That's a
what it be.
fact.
We still in the topics? All right. So, the Meek Mill documentary, Free Meek, has dropped only on Amazon.
Yes.
I believe it is. Yeah.
What's good with people still doing these exclusive deals, man? I'm sick of it.
I don't know. I mean, I think he just strictly Rock Nation now all the way around. So
Bring us back, Joe.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's maybe how he just, let me take over Amazon. Hov showed me how to do
Right,
something.
yeah.
I'm gonna grab Amazon and add, partner with them. Maybe I don't know.
All right, let's talk about this real quick. Skip past this intro. Go to the next one. Because our we had fire on there.
Yeah,
we heard that too much. Real quick, let's just get straight to it. Was that documentary what you expected? Was it good? And I'm pretty much asking the same thing all in 3 times.
Right.
Was it what you expected? Is it good? Or was it satisfying?
Okay, so there was things that I didn't know.
Cut the music up a little bit.
Like I didn't know how deep they went as far as his case. Was it what I expected? Honestly, watching it or like the idea of it, I had no idea what to expect. I knew he went through a lot, but I didn't know it was that deep. And I loved it. I loved it. I wish that they would have gotten into like a little bit more detail to his like success, because it seemed like negative after negative after negative after negative, and that may have been exactly what it was like for him, but I feel like they should have extended a little bit more on how he got over that.
Okay.
Well, not over it because he's still dealing with it.
Let me
but like
interject.
more onto how he kind of like basically put her back in her seat.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Let
'Cause
me
he's doing it now. Like,
let me interject real quick. You know what it looked like to me? Keep it a stack. It looked like a nigga who violated like 100,000 times and then they got sent to jail. Keep it a stack. Now,
that's
mind
what
you,
I'm saying. It was negative after negative after negative. Like,
No. But to be specific, like the document is like Free Meek Mill. To be honest with you, the documentary, in my opinion, was one-sided.
Yeah.
I'm not going. Listen, hey, black brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't wish nobody jail time or nothing like that to be in the system, period. However, that whole story seemed one-sided. Mind you, was Judge Brinkley gonna talk on his platform?
No.
Probably not. Is there any documented audio files of her actually talking about the case? I don't know, but that's worth some digging. If there's none,
you
there's
won't-
none.
I'm gonna say you won't get that simply because her only talking that was actually recorded was in the courtroom.
So nobody has records
So
of
you're
that
not-
in the courtroom.
Yes, but you can't play that. You can't display conversation like that in the courtroom. That's why
Okay.
you're not gonna hear that.
Well, then I feel like that documentary could have waited.
Yeah.
Because it just seems like right now, it just seems, again, his case is starting back up this month, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So his case is starting back up this month. I mean, he's been on Instagram talking about he's been smoking because as of right now, he's now on probation. Supposed to be a new trial, all this stuff, new judge, everything. But at the same time, everything that he's doing could be used against him. Right now, I feel like he's swaying public opinion because he's going to be brought up in front of a jury of his peers. I don't know if the jury's already selected. I don't know how that process goes. However, he's definitely swaying the public's opinion. I'm not mad at him. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that he's wrong. I'm not saying that he's guilty. First of all, 10 years probation is still retarded in my opinion.
Yeah.
Still retarded. You're going to give somebody 12 to 23 months incarcerated and then have them on 10 years probation?
Right.
That's crazy.
And
You know what I'm saying?
From when he was a kid.
Me personally, 10 years parole, 10 years parole, 10 years probation. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's that length is crazy.
Especially considering what he actually did.
Yo, like his violations.
Well, what he say he did?
No, how she
It was
was
dirty cops. Dirty cops. His perspective. Again, he done rapped about selling drugs. I don't know how many times,
Right.
whipping that white, all this stuff.
And
in
in
the
the
documentary, he never sold cocaine.
Right.
But he was at a crack. But listen, he never sold cocaine. Of course, he's supposed to say that because the trial about to start back up.
Right.
However, you at a trap house, my G.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got a gun on you. You said you copped the gun.
Right.
You in the spot. All your uncles sell it.
Yeah.
I'm just
You
saying,
say you the
I'm
man in
just
the house.
saying-
You got to sell it.
I'm just
You
saying
sold
the
crack.
original 19 charges really could have been like 5. The original 19 charges he got
That's all
could
that.
have been
That's all
5.
that-
Well, hell, that's how cops.
Yeah.
That's how cops bring you in.
I seen when they rolled the list through, and they said the
Listen.
same thing 3 times, 3 different ways. Like,
Listen, that's
Come
how
on now.
that's how cops do. Hell, when we got brought in a long time ago, it was on misdemeanor charges just to bring us in. You know what I'm saying? They could detain you too as well for up. I forget how long. It's like 24 hours, 48 hours. I forget how long. They could detain you as well with no charges, without charging with nothing. So that's just a part of it. But just moving on from that, in my opinion, let's just close it out with our opinions. I feel like that documentary could have waited. What do you feel about it, sis?
I feel like, yeah, I agree, because there's a lot more to say. Like, there's a lot more to show to that. So I feel like, yeah, they could have waited on it.
Free meat could have waited a little longer.
Yeah, there's a lot
I
more
agree.
they should have added to it to make it look better and
I don't
actually
even-
show who he is.
I don't even like how they said who discovered it. They just said Ross. They ain't show the
Ross.
video of when they was when they met in the on the radio station
Right.
in,
That's what
in the
I'm saying. I
hallway.
feel like
They
there's
ain't talk about how
more.
Ti.
That's what I'm saying.
They ain't talk about nothing. They didn't really get to it. So I'm like, all right. I had to remember the focus of the documentary. It's about his trial, but at the same time, it was losing me on focus because it was talking about it started going every which way with it. You know what I'm saying? It was talking about his success, albums dropping, this, that, and the third. I guess to build a timeline around everything, and then to be 100% real. I felt like the reporters or whatever, they were just trying to get their just due and wanted to get
I
that
was
off.
gonna say,
Right.
I feel the focus that they tried to have, like the underlying focus, was on the judicial system and how it's not right. I kind of feel like that's where they were trying to angle at for his situation right now. Considering he is going to trial, I feel like they just kind of wanted to make it enlightened in a bigger situation as to why the injustice, like the system, is just unjust.
All right. Well, if you haven't gone to see that, go ahead and see that on Amazon Prime.
Yeah. Yep.
Amazon Prime, that's where it's available.
I liked it though.
It was alright. Moving on.
Yo,
Cut the music down a little bit. Just a tad. There we go. Okay. Moving on to other topics. How do y'all feel?
We look hard. I like that.
That's just crazy.
That do look good, man. The graphics.
Everybody IG floating around.
Word.
Come on, man.
I just mad because I look like Michael Blackson right here.
Nah, we all look darker than we
Yeah,
are
but
right
y'all
now.
light skinned than your boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just.
Well, right now there's a whole mic in my face. So
You brought me
don't
back to
even-
topics?
Yeah.
All right, bet we had topics right now. We still got. All right, let's conquer this real quick. Let's transition into some relationship things, right? Relationship questions. What do women 22 and 30 want in a man, in your opinion? The only reason why I even had this as a topic, bring us back. The only reason why I have this as a topic is because what was I watching? I was watching. I don't know if I was watching Lifetime. You know, so I just be putting anything on the TV. I don't know what's be going on. You know what I'm saying? But we were talking about it was something on the TV, some show or whatever, and it was like two different age brackets or whatever. Oh no, I remember. Here we go. So I was actually in the barbershop. I was talking to a dude, and he was saying like, "Yo, get you a cougar." You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because they gonna treat you right. They gotta focus. They know what they want, pretty much. I'm asking like, what do 22 to 30-year-old women in that age range? What do they want? Like in today's climate, a lot of them always talk about money and shit. But go ahead.
What do y'all think? I'm gonna ask that.
Nah, just don't answer my question with a question.
No,
go ahead and answer
okay.
it.
Anthony, what do y'all think?
What do you?
Okay, sorry. What do you think?
Appreciate you.
A woman in that age bracket would want?
I feel like 22 to 30 is a little bit too broad. I feel like maybe 25 to 30. Because I feel like you really don't.
I feel like there is an age difference, like I think experience difference between 22 and 25. So.
Yeah, I think there is as well. So if I could say 25 to 30, with a
what's the difference between 22 and 25?
I feel like from 22 to 25, you still learning a little. You still learning.
I feel like you learn through the 22 to 30.
All right, I will say, in my opinion, throughout your whole life you're learning regardless. Yeah. But I do.
Here
feel
comes
like
Sensei come in the building. Always gotta say, so where your sages at, my nigga?
Facts.
But I feel like 22 to 25, I feel like there's a transition right there between the way you like what you want. I feel like actually I would say there's a transition in the way you carry yourself between 22 and 25, depending on what you've been through. Because there are some 22-year-olds that is moving on a 30 plus, mindset. But I feel like that's fresh out of high school, depending on where it's at, and you've been through some college.
Can we answer the damn question? What do women want?
Relax.
Get to that. You responded too much.
Like,
you wanted to know.
It going too. You feel
wow, did y'all hear that? That's crazy.
Fam,
did you
answer
hear
the question.
This man's lips? Like,
answer the question. All right, you want to know my opinion? All right, first of all, let me give you an example. Okay.
It's a conversation. Boom. You can't rush this shit, man.
No, like, can you drop the jewels? Then expound.
I would get in there. You got to get to the. Do this how you want. I'm mute. Do this how you want.
No, you're not. Oh, all right, Joe. Your mic is still on, so you can say whatever you want.
You gonna keep talking?
That's how you like to bully black men, really, Joe? Bashing us, Joe? All right.
Well, all right, to get to answer the question, man, I feel like...
Is you going to answer the question or you going to expound?
I feel like women want a man with confidence. He's got to be established and financially, he got to be doing well for himself. You know what I mean? Like, he got to be...
All right, so let me give y'all the what it is.
All right, go ahead.
My opinion.
Tell them what it is.
I had to preface that with my opinion.
Yep.
22 to 30 in today's climate, based on the music.
On the music.
If you ain't got no bread, you ain't getting no head. If you ain't got no dollars, you ain't making a holler.
Oh, what?
If you ain't got no receipts from the Gucci, Louis, all them duffel bag stores, you ain't getting no cheeks. That's all I'm saying. Their education, listen, you can have a master's degree. Mind you, there's still women out there that still, you know what I mean? I'm talking about majority. Mm-hmm. Okay? 22 to 30. Majority. There's still women out there that love you for you. There's just...
Gotta have that chicken.
You gotta go to church or something. Or the library. However, it's all about bills and dollars and cents. Yeah. At the end of the day, that's what life is about anyway.
Not always about bills, dollars, and
majority. I'm talking about the majority. You can have your education. I'm just saying with the climate based on music again.
That majority of women.
Majority. Hey, on your IG pages, I say I'm real ass bitch. Give a fuck about a nigga. Nah, fuck all that. No, I see all of y'all do that in the clip.
I ain't never did that.
It wasn't even a challenge. Not all of y'all. Majority. There you go. You part of the good percentile. Like it's like 6% of y'all.
You making me mad.
It's like 6% of y'all out
You
here.
making me mad.
Fellas in the chat, let me get a what's up?
You making
Let me get a
mad.
let me get an east side.
This is already off. Like, it's 2 niggas to 1 female right now. This is already off. And Anthony can't talk. I can't say what I want to say because you want a direct answer.
I want to answer. Then you can go into why you said
Man,
that.
I said it, man. Confidence and stability, bro.
Nah, yeah, you gave it. You were solid, brother.
Appreciate that.
You killed it. All right, Joe. Mike back on.
Not about to call me Joe.
All right.
That's not gonna happen.
What if you like R&B Joe though? All right,
You're not calling
no
me
Joes.
Joe,
No
nothing.
No Joes.
Like,
Not even
Sis.
like Joanna.
what?
No. You said who?
The song.
Yeah,
Oh God.
yeah, exactly.
All right,
Yeah, really, yeah.
Sis, go ahead.
I
please.
can't speak
So
for the
what
majority.
do-
I'm
oh,
just
okay.
I'm gonna say I feel like between 22 and 30 or 25 and 30. What are we
I
talking?
like 25 and 30, but
The question.
20
I don't give a shit what y'all like.
I just
22 to 30. Y'all just making your own stuff up. It's already pre-existing things in the topic. Let's say 22 and 30.
Alright, whatever. Honestly,
Producer, bring the topics back up one more time so everybody can read with us. Hold on, bring the topics up. Bring the topics up. The topics up. Can y'all niggas read this out loud? 22 to 30.
yo,
Y'all got it. All right, go ahead.
honestly, let's keep it basic.
Bring us back. Jim.
Loyalty, trust, and honesty.
Solid.
Period.
Solid.
I don't care what age you want to start at. I don't care how late you want to start. Loyalty, trust, and honesty. I need to know for a fact that this ain't games and I'm not out here looking stupid. No matter how long it lasts, no matter how short it is. Like, period.
Can I say one thing? Isn't all those things like the same thing?
In a sense, yes.
Okay.
But
It's like the Trinity?
But it will.
Like the
Yeah,
God,
exactly. They all go together.
Yeah.
Because if I lose trust, I'll never believe you're honest to me.
Uh huh.
And then if I can't trust you, and I don't feel like you have that clear field with me, at the end of the day, how I know you're loyal to me?
True.
So you can't have one without the other.
I agree. Oh, that's
You rolling with that, my big dog? Big dog.
That sound about right.
Big dog.
That sound about right.
With the Terminator, you got them truck driver 3000s. Matter of fact, if this had an earpiece, you be right on 90, Interstate 95,
Yeah, 95.
going straight to the money. All right, bring up the topics one more again. One more again.
Damn.
I'm about to go. I'm gonna go in a different direction. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know about the rest of you guys. I still watch porn.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what we're
You want me
talking
to say
about?
yes, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this
yes,
is what
I do too.
Let me
We're talking
let me
about
break
right
this down. I still watch porn. I watch it for free. It's online.
As you should.
You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to see nude pictures, you know where I go? Ooh, this is a good instrumental. You know where I go? Turn the music up a little bit.
Nah, tell us, Rick.
I go to Google Images.
Wait.
Type it in. That's some titties. Hold up. I'm scrolling through the city. Yeah. Who fucking with me? Yeah. Turn it down a little bit. Turn it down a little bit. Hold on. Wait a minute. Ain't no nosy ass neighbors. And my curtains, Darth Vader. Beat it. Oh, no, wait. Hold on. All right.
Yo,
My boy said Google Images. Dang.
I don't know what to be more upset
Cut
about.
it down a little bit. Cut it down. Just tad. Right there's good. All right.
That was hilarious.
The only reason I brought this up is because
Dinger.
you brought us back. We in here? All right, we live. Listen, the only reason I bring this up is because I needed to address something. How do y'all feel about these fan-only pages? Okay, do you feel like it's a soft porn, an actual porn, or prostitution, or all of them? Well, it can't be all of them. Yes, it could be all of them.
I don't know. I've never been a part of it.
Or neither.
Only, so I really don't know.
No, but all right.
You know what it is, though.
Yeah, you know what it is.
I know what it
You've
is.
seen it. We're aware of this.
I've never like been a part of one, so I really don't know.
I mean,
Like
you
that's
know,
I can't.
Listen,
I
all right.
don't know.
Let's do this even a little simpler.
okay.
Do you see their captions? They say they'll do a regular picture, whether it be what they're showing something or not. They'll say in the captions, if you want to see more, or if you want to see the back, or if you want to see me do this, go follow my. All right.
Okay.
First of all, right? Let's keep it a stack, all the way 100. What weirdos is out? Turn the music down real quick. We gotta get to it. What weirdos is out here paying for something you can get for free. Who does that? I don't understand it.
These pages seem to be lit since that's something they on Snapchat now too.
Fam, but do you know what they're charging?
No.
I've seen upward prices of $50 a month.
Yeah, I seen about 65.
Fam, that's a Wi-Fi bill.
Yeah.
On a good month, that's a good electric bill.
So is it
if you not use AC,
so
you burning
on
up.
every day? Like you paying $50 for
No.
everyday experience, or whenever they
want to post. You subscribe. That's a subscription. That's just like having ESPN magazine or East Bay. You know what I'm saying? You pay a certain amount a month.
Whenever, so you can be paying $50 a month
at their discretion.
1 day of 30 minutes.
At their discretion. Whenever they want to drop is when they drop.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, right? Now, let's break this down even
go
further.
Find somebody.
Hold on.
This ain't even.
No, that's a fact. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. I already know y'all characters, so I know y'all ain't.
You're right.
We ain't buying the damn thing. Okay.
That's a fact.
We going to the bar. We ain't buying no drinks.
That's a fact.
And we still getting them.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
I mean,
because we know people.
Yeah.
Now, let me break this down even further. So these are. Not all of these Instagram accounts are verified. Some of them, I mean, you could do it. I'm pretty sure you could do it. Period. I think it's like an Instagram. I mean, I think it's a Snapchat thing. It's a Snapchat
That's
private
what I said.
thing.
It's part of Snapchat too.
But listen, the thing that be having me, these Facebook people out here with the Cash App joints. It's girls out here talking about some on their story. Oh, cash at me if you want to talk in my DMs. When did everything become about money? This ties into my whole thing about the 22 to 30 theory that I had. Right? It's about the dollars. You can't talk to me without money. You can't talk to me unless you look like you got money. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
I would say I understand it because if you getting paid to show your toes painted.
But listen, on Facebook, they don't have to do none of that. And like I said, on Instagram, not all of them are verified, so it don't mean they're getting paid. And then you not being verified don't mean you're getting paid either. But a lot of them don't have a big following. No. But a lot of it's a growing thing. Now, mind you, actual porn stars have their own private Snapchats where they get into it.
That's a fact.
But that's what they do. However, some of these Cash App things, I feel like it's a quest. Like, you could talk to me if you cash at me like $20. And then I feel like that's a little bit prostitution. I ain't here to snitch.
I feel like if you selling anything,
I ain't here to snitch. We got gentlemen's clubs.
I just feel like if you selling anything that got to do with your body, then it's a close line with prostitution.
Say that one more time.
I feel like if you selling anything that got to do with your body, it's a close line to prostitution.
Pictures, videos, otherwise.
It's a close line.
Even if it's just you.
I'm not saying it is, but it's a close line.
Turn the music down.
That's a close line. Because what is prostitution?
It's a thin line.
The only difference is you ain't getting physical because it's over the internet.
Right.
Between hoeing and not.
I definitely be seeing that a lot. That shit exists on Twitter like crazy too as well. That's crazy.
Between thought and not.
So what's the line?
Nick said
what's the line?
Is for me.
What he said?
Yeah.
This dude said
that's a fact.
Is for me.
Our producer Nick know what time it is. I know everybody person in here. You know, I know how y'all give it up. We going straight to the sites. You know what I'm saying? Listen, for you weirdos out here, for just go to Google. Google is your friend. Just type in porn.
Somebody
type in images.
His history because his phone got hella bugs right now.
Who mine?
If he going to Google that much, his phone.
Nah, I'm going. Oh, you talking about June's? Yeah, I don't know.
I'm behind the screen, so.
All right, turn the music back up, man. So, in closing with that topic, man, I just wanted to say, get out my messenger with the I could do this, that, and for you. Stay off my I'm unfollowing all you women that have this GoFundMe. That's pretty much what it is.
And I swear it's like low key.
I'm unfollowing everybody with the OnlyFans.
Like I feel like it's low key spam too, because that doesn't just be coming out of nowhere. Like I'm just not with it.
Yeah, the cat. Yeah. All right.
Just not with it.
The inboxes is spam, 100%. But y'all women out here who just showing a little bit of butt. You know what I'm saying? Not the whole thing. Yeah, like I don't care about your. It's mad other butts I can see.
Right,
for free.
Right.
I don't need to see your. I'm gonna pay $50 to see your butt one time a month.
You sound crazy.
At your discretion, huh?
And then how do I even know if it's your booty? Like
exactly.
Come on now.
Don't fall for the Don't fall for the okie doke. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all.
Facts.
All right, bring us back to the topic, man. We playing too much. All right, we on topic.
Roll with them.
So, what else we got?
Jonesy?
Let's get to this real quick. Let me just ask a brief question about friendship. Since we've been a tight knit group. Turn me down, chat.
I'm not your friend.
Turn to what? Whoa. cool. So you're not my friend.
No, I'm not.
You gonna disrespect me in front of my audience, my people,
It's disrespect.
my mom and them,
It's disrespect because
God and them.
You gonna let me talk? Nikki,
I don't know,
you
Joe.
gonna let me talk?
I don't know, Joe. I don't know.
You're not my friend. You're my brother.
Oh, see, that's love.
That was,
You ain't even let me.
Can we
talk.
get an all in the
So go ahead,
chat?
friend.
Can we get an all in the chat?
Go back, friend. Go
Get
ahead.
an face ass.
Nah, it's cool. We friends. Go ahead.
that was cute, Shanae.
That was cute.
That was real. That was
Cut
Cut the music up a tad. Cut the music up a tad.
Jeez. Nah, we could proceed, friend. What's your question?
damn.
You see how that sound? Exactly.
All right, listen. Since we are family and good friends, whatever, this is just questions for the viewership at home and for you guys in the room. What, in your opinion, turn the music down tab. Right there. What, in your opinion, what character traits are needed in being a good friend? Like, what solidifies you as, like,
Top.
that's my guy?
Let's do top 5 or top 3.
Top 3.
All right. Go ahead, bro.
I would say loyalty. Damn, pretty much sound like.
What's your answer was, right?
God dog. I mean,
All right. Go ahead and say it, though.
loyalty. How do you say unselfishness the right way?
Being unselfish, I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
Selfless.
Selfless, yep.
Thank you very much. So loyalty, selfless, and tough skin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say
If
something.
you hang with the guys, you gotta have tough skin. You know what I'm saying? And the girls, it's
What you feel, Brody?
man. Definitely loyalty is top for me. You gotta be able to. I want to say you gotta be able to soften up. You know what I'm saying? You can't be hard and gangster all the time. You feel me? Like just have the ability to take jokes. So I guess not necessarily thick skin, but just just have that lighter side. You can be goofy. Because that comes through big when people are going through things. Like being able to be the light in a dark time for somebody is important when you're a friend. Feel me?
That's a fact.
And what I said, loyalty, be lighthearted, and be giving.
So,
Yeah.
I feel like loyalty and trust kind of go in one, but that'll be at the top.
Okay.
I don't know how to word this in one word, but you gotta be able to take criticism. Like, you gotta be able to be corrected. And not, you know what I mean?
So you gotta
fall out.
admit when you're wrong. You gotta know when you're wrong.
Yeah, you gotta be able to be corrected.
I'm glad you know that, Joe.
Damn.
And,
Why the beat jump when it did?
And honestly, I feel like most importantly, to be a good friend, you've got to be, I would say open, but what I mean by that is you have to be open to love, open to giving, open to vulnerability. So, like, I can't put one word on the things that I mean,
Right.
but
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
you get what I'm saying? Because as a good friend, you're the next best thing to my family.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? When you're home away from home. Home away from my relationship.
about-
Home away from, you know what I mean, the world in a sense.
We a whole vacation for people out here in these
Basically.
streets.
That's a fact.
Listen,
And
we
I
the
gotta-
coldest
and I gotta
podcast.
know that, and I gotta know that I won't say I can't get hurt, but even if I do get hurt, it's a constructive kind of. I don't like what you said. That hurt me a little bit, but I see why you.
Hey, Jim,
felt
cut
like
me up
that.
in them
You feel me?
cameras. Get busy with them cameras.
I don't like what you did. That hurt me, but I see why you did it. You know what I'm saying? So you just, as a good friend, you gotta want what's best for me. At the same time, stand by me. Don't be in front of me. Don't be lacking behind me. Stand by me. You know what I'm saying?
Stand by me.
I agree with all that.
All right, listen, let's go. Let's get to this real quick. Last two topics, right? Before we end out this return show. First of all, I want to say one thing. Cut the music down, cause we is the coldest. Now, how many dudes? Excuse me. How many black people you know could pull up to a Spanish function and turn that joint out?
Nobody.
Cut the music back up.
What Keith Sweat said? Nobody.
Listen, bring us back. Bring us back. Get us out of topics. Bring us back. How many people you know that can go to a Spanish function, hit the bachata better than anybody, better than Wella and them, Theo and them.
Make them get up, right?
Yeah,
That's a fact.
they was recording us.
Yeah.
DJ, yo, shouts out to DJ JoJo, man.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Yeah, he did a good set, man.
Somebody told me he threw us up on his page and
Yes,
story.
he did.
Yeah, he was
yes,
lit.
he did.
Lit. Y'all two was cutting the rug.
We always do that. I
Yo,
told you, put some music on and it's happening.
Yeah, it was a good vibe. I don't know. I felt like I felt like
I haven't danced all afternoon like that in a long
Yeah,
time.
he was this.
Yeah.
In a long
Bet
time.
y'all feet hurt too.
No.
Bunions was good.
Oh, yeah, I have bunions.
Bunions? Like, what you mean? My feet.
Oh yeah,
good.
so y'all too good to talk about y'all bunions on live
haven't.
air.
Nobody said
So
nothing.
y'all
about-
the infected feet.
If I had some, I would, but I don't.
Chuck, I
have
know your
some.
feet look like caveman feet.
Yes.
Wow.
I know your feet do.
Wow.
You know how I can tell? Look at your fingernails, my nigga. They long.
Oh, that's
Nah, they cut.
crazy.
They look. There you go, Chief. You go, Chief.
I feel like he
I
got.
tried to catch you slipping.
Yo, this dude is crazy.
Gotta make sure. Yo, you gotta make sure your people on point. That's another good characteristic
That's a
of
fact.
being a good
He
friend.
was checking me. I respect
But
it.
listen,
But,
the reason why I brought all that up though, the reason why I brought all that up though is how do you feel black people should act at a Spanish function, cookout specifically?
like myself.
When but they don't. I mean, people that know you, but we speaking to new listeners.
Okay.
Hey,
true.
truth be told, man,
You know what I mean?
join the vibe. Don't be an orphy. Like honestly, like facts. If you find yourself at a Spanish event, join the vibe, man.
But what if you can't? What if they really just? What if somebody really just don't have rhythm and they can't
If
really
you
like
can't,
get into the vibe
yo,
like that?
honestly, you never go wrong with a two-step.
Oh my god!
You never go wrong with a two-step. In Spanish music, it's a two-step with a whole bunch of twirls. Like this, that's all it is. Like you can never go wrong with a two-step. If not, find Titi Muñeca or Titi Elizabeth or Titi Jenny somewhere in the corner and have her teach you real fast.
Jenny is definitely a
You know
real-
what I'm saying? And you gonna be alright.
Damn.
That's a fact. These are gems being dropped right here.
That's
I'm dead. Find the aunt that know what she doing and let her teach you something real quick.
So
Even
how-
if it's a two-step and you gonna be alright.
speaking from experience.
Yes.
All right. So how do you feel
Yeah.
black people should act?
I feel like, hey man, catch the vibe and blend in, even if you don't know how to.
So camo blending or like, cause you step out. You like a bright light. Like when you in the spot, you in the function, you get the moving and grooving them shoulders. I tell you about them shoulders. Every time we go to y'all gotta understand. Every time we go into a spot, I always gotta tell you about the shoulder. I'll be like, yo, I need minimal movement on the shoulder. And we got a wedding we gotta go to. Like until we get to the reception part, I need minimal movement on the
chill out a
shoulders.
little bit.
Cause you're a groomsman, like you gotta chill out. You can't be at the altar just. Meet me at the altar.
This dude is
Hey,
hilarious, yo.
But
Hey man, blend in, man. Catch the vibe, man. They love the party. They feed you. We already.
Yo, yeah.
ooh, smacking.
You can definitely go eat. They like drinking, man. Who don't like partying?
That's what they should
Or
have
better
recorded.
yet, if you don't want to go to the aunties and stuff like that, find a cousin. You can always get it right.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say my thing. Be real with you. When you're black going into a function, especially I'm gonna say it for the brothers tall. Like if you 6 feet and over and you go into the function, just know everybody looking at you. It's regular day life.
Given.
Everybody looking at you. If you don't got your 2-step all the way down, you don't gotta stand down. You don't gotta sit down. You don't gotta stand up. But at the same time, you gotta get right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just make sure. For me, it's jokes. Be funny. Interact. Talk to people.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't be that dude who just
Right.
stand in the corner not talking to people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the worst thing you'll do trying not to stand out is stand out. If you try not to stand out, you gonna stand out.
I need y'all to start a topic for me. I gotta use the bathroom. How do y'all feel about people constantly changing white superheroes to black superheroes? Changing to a black role now. For example, Little Mermaid, that's not a superhero, but you know what I mean, like old cartoons.
Changing
Talk about
old cartoons.
to black. You know what I'm talking about.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because they are starting to do that. Like like we saw on Twitter where they said the 90s, everybody in the 90s now is 30.
30.
And they had Doug
Yeah.
and these dudes all hood out now. Like they got phones and they got the little cut with the sponge going on. Like
I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, as he probably
Bring
referring
the music down a little bit,
to the Beyonce. I think something happened with Beyonce or something that like somebody or like her artist was playing the Mermaid. I think
oh,
that's what
okay.
you're saying.
I think so.
Yeah, I think Beyonce's artist is playing like the Little Mermaid in the movie or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't know.
I don't really feel a way about it.
Right, just-
Like I'm not mad like that. You know what I mean?
They made it black because I guess in the cartoon Ariel's Caucasian.
I just feel like at the end of the day, if you keep trying to remake something, you kind of take away the quality of it.
Yeah. Anyway,
Like you can only try to remake it so many times.
What I miss?
I think we were referring to the thing where they had Beyonce's artist
As
play,
one of
the Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid, yeah, the black shorty.
Yeah, that's
For real.
I just feel like, I mean, at the end of the day, though, they're trying to stay up to date.
right at the
what I feel like
time.
they're
That's
trying
how
to
you
do.
sound.
That's all it is. You're trying to stay up to date with the time.
How's that saying up to date by making them black?
No, I'm just saying they're adding that in because of what's going on right
It's
now
been the
with the
same for-
racial issue.
So they're appropriating culture because that's the climate. Right? I get what you're saying. Like that's the
Right.
climate right now. Like
But-
everybody pro black, so
Yeah,
let's put
so
some
they
black in
trying to
everything.
make-
Y'all
that's what
think
I'm
Hollywood
saying.
ain't black? We putting
not
black
it.
on everything.
Basically,
Popeye
yeah.
gonna be black.
Yeah, honestly, and I feel like that's kind of where we as a culture kind of go wrong, trying to throw everything in it, because then you make everything racial and it don't need to be.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, my point before, when you keep constantly trying to remake something, you ruin it. You ruin it. If she was white, let her be white. If she was
All right.
Colombian or whatever the hell it was, let it be that way. Like, it don't matter.
What you think?
I mean, I don't feel no way about it.
Yeah, I
At all.
don't.
You cool? Black, white, don't matter. Indifferent.
That's
As
what
long
I'm
as it's
saying.
good.
Long as it's
Yeah.
good.
All right.
I don't really care.
Just all right. Kind of wrap it up a little bit. My opinion. Fam, I'm not trying to see. Turn the music up a little bit.
They say he ain't wash his hands.
Who ain't washed their hands?
Sis say you ain't wash your hands, man.
I did wash my hands. You wasn't in the bathroom.
Yo, Tiana reckless.
I did wash my hands. Sticking to it. Anyways, my opinion. I don't even know why we interact with the chat. I don't even like y'all like that. Y'all don't even like me like that. Play my records. Share my video. You feel me?
Right, share the video.
Yeah. Before y'all start talking junk, make sure you hit share.
Right.
Then you can put a comment in. All right.
Yo.
Anyways, I just want to say my opinion. Fam, I'm not trying to see Superman black. Okay. I'm not trying to see a DC movie. Period. However, if it shall come out, Batman don't need to be black man. You understand? Now the Green Lantern, you can go either way because it was a white Green Lantern and it was a black Green Lantern. The white Green Lantern movie was trash, so I say you make Tyrese as the black Green Lantern because he's been trying to be that.
And he's been
You feel me?
crying, so.
I'm not trying to see Captain America black.
Yeah, no, that don't.
Yeah, certain people you can just.
I don't want to see Thor black either. That don't even make no sense.
Fam, Thor black?
That don't even make no sense.
Nah, Thor can't be black.
That don't even make no
You
sense.
can't make a real nigga a god. What? That's blasphemous. Nah, I was playing. Jesus was black.
I'm sticking to it.
Now, before we get on up out of here, man, I just want to let y'all know we have returned. We are back better than ever and more professional than ever. I also want to let y'all know, as far as guests, I love you, but I'm not going to see you for quite some time because we got to work on us, okay?
Amen.
Listen, this is still the #1 platform for people. I speak stuff into existence. I'm really gassing. The #1 platform for people that are doing positive things in the state, but we want to go global. And I'm just going to keep it a stack. We got things in the works, things like that we're planning. Hopeful, God willing, we gonna keep intact this time though. Understand, believe me, we do this for CT. You dig. Now, before we get up out of here, June and Rose, thank you so much for working production. We got June and Rose doing production.
Yes.
I got niggas in rotation. I gotta keep it a stack. I got y'all working. I was tired of doing all this shit. All right. Before we get up out here, man, we don't even gotta say the Instagrams and none of that because it's down on the screen. Yeah. Below. Go ahead and follow us down on the screen below. Don't forget to follow everybody. And don't forget to follow Earn Your Money on all platforms. SoundCloud wise, we might not gonna have it this week, but next week we will. It was a lot of things I try to make happen. As you can see, we're a little bit different. We're a little bit more revamped. Everybody in the chat, thank you, love the support. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for understanding the break. We rock with y'all the long way, and bring us back to the intro screen real quick.
Facts, and drop that tune.
Hang up. Love y'all.
Well, the tune is already you already exited that screen, huh?
Yeah, it's all right. Don't even worry about it.
Don't even worry about that. But we just want to say, gang, to the next episode next Saturday. We'll see you then.
Till the
Peace.
next episode.
Yeah.
In the live. I said cut.
Oh, with the Henny